An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, LSU was able to bring in one of the most highly sought-after coaching candidates last season. Lane Kiffin now has an opportunity to marry his system with some of the best talent available. LSU always has great players. Can they put it all together, get back in the college football playoff picture, and contend for a national title? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So LSU's offense will come out first. And now the transfer, a junior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletes.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And that run. Didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Berry. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every
finding some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season with. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Spins away from the defense. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start on the ground with Durham.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Unleashes one. Caught by Wilson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Well, LSU receivers are known for their their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for...
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Biletnikoff winners, first.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And We get our first look at Sam Levitt. Came over in the portal from Arizona State. One thing that has been a big point in practice, right side of the offensive line and how they can control this edge pressure. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. He caught him. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They're on the board first here in the season opener. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Davidson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it on second down. but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Green. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened.
There's a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got enough for the 1st. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Hauls it in. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. LSU quick to the line.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin.
There he goes. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wesco's got it in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Quarterback gets the first down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Davidson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Now the play fake. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Give him 88 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Under fire, and they got him.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And that's a big throw. That's a big time. On third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The handoff to Johnson. Could be an alley. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Over the middle, complete to Wesco. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. They go to the wide receiver screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Levin. And those 2 couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Still running at the 40. Found the seam on the left. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And it's a sack. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play,
I'd have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
you got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
The run inside. It's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. A little release to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. And there he goes. Touchdown LSU. Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Rides the option, he keeps it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Wants to throw on third down. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Davidson. There's some room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. He now has 74 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The RPO, it's complete. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run the option, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And his throw is incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Trying to do it on the ground. He stopped short of the first down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to barge their way in. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Maybe didn't like that play call on third and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession...
There he goes! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Durham one more time. And he'll be brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Durham. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are...
Touchdown, Tigers! That one will give them the lead.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
The give to Caden Durham. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. LSU right back to the line. Caden Durham again. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. And getting a sack right away, the opening play of the 3rd quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. To throw, it's Levitt. Gonna take a shot. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The run inside. It's Davidson. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. Bust through behind his pad. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Got a little grass. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's Durham. He breaks a tackle. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from the defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got his man in the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They've got the screen set up. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to Caden Durham. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Keep it on the ground. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. So the final period starts with a second down play. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Looking to buy time. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Right back to it. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Off play action. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Gets away from one. He's got space. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Denson. Dances away. He's going to take off. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Pulls it, fired complete. Flying out to the left. Past the 50. He's at the 30. 10. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And they tacked on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Hard running there.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, this has been such a positive experience. They brought this transfer wide receiver in for a reason. They needed him to bolster their wide receiving core and be a bigger piece of this offense, and he has delivered on all of those. I've seen him talking to all the other guys, keeping guys motivated and hyped. It is so exciting to see what the future holds for this transfer. He has fit right in here today in his first game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And they'll just down it right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Quarterback keeper. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football for Dave. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The LSU Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what...
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to Caden Durham. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Levin. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Strong, firm tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pucks it out of the air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking for space. It's Hall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And, man, that is not the start that he was looking for. This is a dude with a lot of hype, coming in the transfer portal at the most important spot, a lot of trust, a lot of belief in him. And this dude's good, but making a mistake early, Jesse, creating the turnover, like this is not how he drew up his first start with his new uniform.
No, David, you kind of wonder if he's just pressing a little bit, because you're right. This guy got a lot of publicity this offseason. The expectations for him here are so sky high. You just wonder if he's trying to go out and justify all of it on the very first drive of this game. You just got to settle down. That's a mistake. We've seen this guy bounce back from mistakes in the past. I don't expect this guy's going to have any issue moving forward, but you got to be able to flush that one.
They give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Baker. That's caught, it's Miller. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, and play the next play.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to Caden Durham. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And he got just enough of that one. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's got it on the right. There he goes.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Go to the right side. That's Wilson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Looking for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to add another. the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Returner will field it and try to get, and he coughs it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he puts through the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Louisiana Tech sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Here's a little room there. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Miller. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. Makes his man miss. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wideout. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Wilson has it over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Levin. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it way down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to Caden Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown LSU! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. And they're going to get it into the end zone after getting the kick blocked. They wind up with a 2-point conversion. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires downfield. Tosses it incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He wants to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The give on the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Louisiana Tech sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he can go. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkerson. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Baker. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. On the move, it's Berry. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.